one to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends. And the Red Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Nevada's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pocket breaking down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets it out of the air for the first time today and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. So Texas Tech's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. It starts up front. You win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
The inside handoff. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Purdy. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's sticky. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Let's it fly. Working that left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The points have been tough to come. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Pulls it in. It's Floyd. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Floyd. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. They're going back to the ground. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Purdy. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Nevada going quickly. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Nevada comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick step and go. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll go up top on second and short. Here comes the heat. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Back to throw, it's Morton. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Eakin. Still running up the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll run it to the right. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Snap it to the back. He's in open space downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it was so so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Purdy. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henry. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just keep slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Takes it from the gun on third down. Got a man, it's Floyd. That'll be enough for a Nevada first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Henry. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Defense playing a bail technique. Nevada needs to convert on third and short to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now